Congratulations!
Thank you everyone for 100 subscribers. Okay, enjoy the video. So, I decided to Nuzlocke Fire Emblem. Despite, never completing any of the games. I always started them, but I never did it. So, how am I doing this Nuzlocke since characters already perma-die in this game? Well, instead of restarting the level, that'll just be the end of the run if any of the lords die. And every fight, I gotta bring the lowest level people. I can't skip any fights. No early promotions, no Merlin Tenchis. Stuff will make sense. Of course, no restarts, no do-overs. Game over is game over. So I decided to play through this game and see how far I could go, or if I could beat it. Yeah, I'll just talk about it as we go through, and you get to see my playthrough from start to finish, and all the great tactical genius moves I made, and all the blunders I made, because I'm a dumb idiot. Now, unfortunately for me, you can't just set the game to hard mode or pick up past the prologue. So, we're just gonna have to suffer through the very, very, very long tutorial of this game. But even if I lose a unit, and they don't die technically, since I believe the prologue section is forgiving, I'll count that as a death, and that unit will no longer be usable for the run. If anybody doesn't make it, which we'll find out. You start off with Lynn here, and it's very, very simple, very easy. Move here, move there, kill this bandit, kill the main bad guy. Now we move on with our life. Bye-bye. Okay, here's the real chapter 1. We finally get our first recruitment with Zane and Kent, 2 horsemen. The level just teaches you how to, use your weapons. The weapon triangle. Sword beat axe, axe beat lance, lance beat sword. Yay. Anyways, it's pretty simple. As long as I don't play ridiculously super aggressive, nothing should be going terribly wrong for me here. I decided to try to take the boss out with Lynn, as she'll need all the levels she can get. And then I get hit with a 38% chance, and if I don't do anything, I could potentially die, and then the run would be over right here in chapter 1. I opt to have Kent potentially finish him off, but I see he might not finish him off, and not wanting to risk anything. In chapter 1, I have Lynn get rescued, and I have Kent face tank. He gets hit, which of course I could have been Lynn potentially, and as I thought, he doesn't double hit. So I just have Zane finish it off to keep Lynn safe, and yeah, hooray! We almost lost already in chapter 1, and we're not even playing hard mode. Woo! Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. We move right into chapter 2, another axe heavy level, but Kent and Zane both pick up a level and make easy work of all the enemies, with nobody at risk this time to dying to easy bandits. And then Lynn gets the OP starter weapon of the Mani Kati, so that's cool. Next chapter, more characters. We finally recruit another 2 characters, getting our first Pegasus rider and an archer named Will.
Come on. In fact, I think I really say it. Hate you!
I hate Pegasus Knights, as they always seem to die for me, especially to literally anyone and anything. I'm not a fan, but everyone counts in a run like this, so we'll do what we can. I do my best to use Florina in the top to try and get some XP so that she's not laughably weak and underleveled in every level to come. And I make sure she checks out the other villages so they don't get plundered by the enemy units. Mainly just holding choke points as we clear the enemies out one by one. We gain some levels from this board, one for Lynn, one for Kent, and another for Zane. And then I decide to have Will go for the killing blow on the final boss so he gets a level as well. We reach chapter 4. This is our first survival mission where there is no boss to kill. We just gotta make it 7 turns. I have our horsemen lead the charge and holding the choke point. And I have Florina stay put because she'll get absolutely wrecked, no doubt. We also get to recruit our first axe unit, Dorcas, who's pretty cool. I don't really like axe units as they often fail me more times than I can count on, but everybody counts. I need everyone I can get. Hey, Will gets a level up and our little horsemen keep doing what they do and Florina does nothing. They keep sending more units in and I opt to just turtle up as best I can while... Well, that's okay. It won't happen.
Oh, hell no.
We die! Ah! Whew. Well, that was close. Thankfully, it all worked out in the end. Nothing else really happens. We gain some level ups. I just try to play safe as I can, and yeah. Oh man, that was scary, huh? Finally, start using Florina. Now that we've cleared out most of the axemen, I have Lynn push out to take out the boss. She also gains another level. So, yeah, things were looking grim, but now things are looking up. My hopes are up, brother. Yeah. We survive and nobody gets close to dying. On to the next level. Chapter 5, we finally recruit our first mage and healer, which is huge. I also stop at the shop to pick up a few items as we're going to need every sword, every spear, every axe, anything and everything will be needed for this run. Then I just have everybody jump this guy. And yeah, no close calls. Pretty easy dub. Next level! Move on to chapter 6, where we pick up Wrath, the horseman with a bow, and our first thief, Matt. Have Matt steal some items for us, and we gain a couple levels. And I have Lynn finish off the boss, and easy dub. Next level! Chapter 7 unlocks the preparation screen, in which I have to leave Sane and Wrath behind due to them being the highest level characters I have. But we recruit Lucius, who makes up the difference. Kent gets a terrible level up, and so does Florina. Awesome.
I'm gonna come.
Now that's the shit I like. Now, instead of using Florina to, tank the mages, which she has resistance, I pull what my father did and just leave my son behind.
With your last bullet, and he stands there.
You know what they call me? Iron Will.
Anyways, I have Lynn get some more HP from the angelic robe from the last port, and I have Lucius take out the boss. And now we get to the next part of the run, accepting every side quest. Oh boy, wonder how this is gonna go. Again, I have to set up my units and I can't bring the whole gang along. So out of the 12 I have 10, and just like the last board, I just can't bring Wrath and Sane, as they still are the highest level characters I have. I move some items around and I change up the formation as these special sub-chapter levels are really dangerous and shit can go south quickly. But I think we'll be alright, maybe. I don't know. I make sure to stick to the corners of the map, that way we don't get hit by anybody that's an archer or mage. And we press forward through the level. We gain some more level ups. Everyone gets a pretty good level up this time around. Nothing really shitty. Well, I guess that one was pretty rough, but hey, that one's good. And we got a hammer. Ooh! I gain another level up on Kent, and we have no close calls, so we challenge the boss. And then I have Kent get hit and put immediately into one-shot distance.
You fucked up.
So now the gears are turning and I'm thinking, what the hell can I do to save him? Because no one can pick him up. So I decide to actually heal Matthew and send him in the hopes that he doesn't get double attacked. And if he does, to maybe sacrifice him here just for the damage. Thankfully, he doesn't get double hit. We do the double hitting. Yippee! And I opt to send in Lynn as our only option. And thankfully, it works out. Bruh. Terrible level up. Yay. Next level. The next level introduces the Ballista, which is an overworld hazard. And then Matthew ghosts us. So, off to a great start. Kind of worked out though, because without Matthew, I get to at least keep one of my horsemen, that being Kent. So, I'll kind of take it. We gain another level with Urk, another on Kent, and another for Florina.
What is that?
I have Kent push forward as the Ballista was not as scary as I thought it would be. And then I have him just push down with Lynn as they push the final boss, while everyone else just hung back for support. We make quick work of the final enemies, and I have Lynn take out the boss with her Armor Slayer, making quick work of him. And we move on to the next chapter. This chapter, I get to take 10 units again, and with Sane, Wrath, and Kent all being the same level, I choose to take Sane along this time, since I haven't used him in quite a while. We also get to recruit Wallace, who shows us how to promote units. This is the only promotion that I can't avoid and have to do now. So we're gonna abuse it, maliciously, and make this level fucking easy as pie, baby.
I leveled up on Fortnite.
Oh, Your Highness, I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
This level also introduces fog for the first time, which makes it hard to see enemies, and if you run into them, you can't attack as they take you by surprise.
Oh yes.
These kinds of maps are very scary because you never know what you're going to run into or what might come at you. So I use Wallace to just be a tank and hold it down. This level also has fortresses that continuously spawn enemies, up to 3 to 4 it seemed like in a row. So I have Matthew hold the mountain spawn, and I have our mage and Dorcas hold the top spawn, while Lynn and Wallace try to drive it closer towards the castle to take care of the main boss. Nobody gets close to death, and we take care of everyone pretty easily. Thankfully, no close calls, especially with Wallace on our side. We absolutely just destroy anyone in our path. Wallace takes care of the boss and gets a level out of it, and then Lynn seizes the castle, bringing the chapter to a close. We move into the final chapter for Lynn's story, and everyone gets to fight in this battle. I go ahead and make a formation to the best of my ability, and I immediately have Wallace get picked up by Florina and start bringing him towards the main boss to just absolutely wreck shop on him. As for everyone else, they're forced to just move one by one through the choke points on the land bridges, and it's a very slow and tedious process. Level up montage. I have Wrath investigate a house, and he gets an energy ring.
Yet, after all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
We cut back to the Battle of Titans. Wallace finally gets the killing blow on Lundgren, and gets a terrible level up, but it's okay. We buy some more items, and I have Lynn conquer the castle, and we do it. We finally beat the tutorial. Now we can get into the real game. And boy, oh boy, is it gonna be a way different experience than this part.
Congratulations!
Luigi!
Oh yeah, Luigi time!